Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the inline. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They'll be led by the veteran in his 10th NFL season. From Houston, here's Case Keenum.
Keenum now on first down.
He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them.
Leading him out in his 10th NFL season now from Texas A&M, Ryan Tannehill.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 34.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 21 carries, 108 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Elliott.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. KJ Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill.
And he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tannehill on 1st down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Tannehill. Amendola has it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hamler now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Keenum now on first down. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Keenum on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Mo Alley-Cox as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here's Tannehill. Amendola catching it left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start with an NFC East battle and an
abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Malcolm Kuntz there on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes that.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ezekiel Elliott, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get
touchdown, Jaguars. Mo Alley Cox, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 6.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Now Tannehill. And it's caught here. Amendola. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Ingram. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Keenum and the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:45 to play. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10.
Keenum.
He's got Smith here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
To throw is Keenum. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Keenum to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are in the score.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Throwing now, Tannehill.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up to try again after the sack.
Keenum gets this to Moore.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now Keenum, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to throw it.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now.